In a world that celebrates connection but lives in constant distraction, the act of betrayal in love has become both ancient and modern, timeless in its presence, yet reshaped by the age of convenience. Infidelity, once a quiet scar in the corner of human conscience, now parades in silence behind passwords, secret texts, and emotional double lives. To understand why people cheat is to look deep into the psychology of broken desires, unhealed wounds, and restless souls who cannot sit still in the warmth of commitment. Those who cheat are not always villains. Many of them are wanderers, emotionally fragmented, spiritually starved, and mentally torn between guilt and desire. Their actions are often not born out of love for another, but out of a void within themselves. They chase validation like a mirage, seeking in others what they've lost within, their own sense of worth. Cheating is not always physical. Sometimes it begins in the small exchanges of attention, a look too long, a message too late in the night, a conversation that turns emotional when it should have remained casual. In those quiet shifts of energy, the betrayal begins, and the psychology behind it is not always lust. It's often a craving for something deeper, to feel desired again, to feel seen, to feel alive. Some people cheat because they are afraid of emotional stagnation. They mistake excitement for love and novelty for happiness. They fear routine because it mirrors stability, and stability exposes them to vulnerability. So they run, constantly seeking something new, only to find the same emptiness waiting on the other side. In truth, those who cheat are often in conflict with themselves more than with their partners. They live between guilt and justification. They tell themselves stories that maybe the relationship is fading, that they deserve better, that it's harmless, until their conscience becomes numb. Psychology calls it cognitive dissonance, the mind's way of protecting itself from guilt by bending the truth until it feels comfortable. But beneath the surface of betrayal lies something deeply human, a spiritual wound. Some cheat not because they don't love, but because they don't know how to love right. Love, in its purest form, demands discipline, patience, and emotional maturity. It demands the strength to resist temptation when it calls softly in moments of weakness. And that strength is not always present in everyone. For some, cheating is rebellion against monotony, against feeling controlled, and against the weight of commitment. They cheat not out of hate, but out of ego. It gives them the illusion of power, a way to feel free in a relationship that feels too defining. But freedom at the cost of integrity is just another form of imprisonment. There are also those who cheat because they have never healed from past hurts. They carry childhood wounds, broken trust, or early experiences of abandonment. Their actions are echoes of pain, an unconscious cycle of hurting before being hurt. They love, but only until love reminds them of vulnerability. Then they retreat into secrecy to protect what little power they feel they have left. The act of cheating is not simply an act against a partner, it's an act against one's own soul. It fragments the psyche, creating a dual life that drains the spirit. The human heart was not built for deceit. It breaks quietly under the weight of lies. And though the cheater may smile in public, inside they are often haunted by the truth they cannot escape. In the philosophy of love, trust is sacred. It is the invisible thread that holds two souls together. When that thread is cut, both bleed, one from betrayal, the other from guilt. The one betrayed loses faith in others. The one who betrays loses faith in self. The psychology of the cheater reveals a longing, not for another person, but for something lost within: purpose, peace, identity. Many who cheat are not evil, they are simply lost. They are searching for a mirror that reflects back the version of themselves they once admired. But cheating doesn't heal. it hides. It doesn't fill the void, it deepens it. True fulfillment cannot be found in secret places. It's born in the open, in honesty, communication, and emotional courage. Those who learn this truth rise above their impulses. They understand that loyalty is not a cage, but a choice of strength. It's the art of saying, I could, but I won't, because love deserves restraint as much as passion. In the end, those who cheat may gain moments of pleasure, but lose pieces of peace. They walk with shadows, pretending to carry confidence, while dragging regret in silence. And every act of deceit eventually demands a price. The universe is balanced like that. What is done in secret echoes in the conscience until one day it's impossible to ignore. But redemption is possible. The psychology of change is stronger than the psychology of betrayal. The one who learns from mistakes, who faces truth without excuse, can rebuild what was broken, not just with others, but within. Healing begins the moment denial ends. Infidelity is a reflection of the human condition, our constant struggle between desire and discipline, loneliness and love, self and soul. To understand it is to understand that even the strongest minds can fall when the heart is untamed. But to rise above it is to master the self, to walk the path of integrity where peace lives, where love becomes sacred again, and where truth no longer hides.